Hello all who watch these videos. This is the skill update for the skill rebalancing. Skill rebalancing. Skill update for skill rebalancing for that's gonna happen on April 9th, 2026. But this was updated, giving us an update on March 26th. Anyways, I'm going over the skills that are going to be updated and rebalanced on April 9th, but the text won't change until April 28th, 2026. There's 4 skills that are going to be rebalanced. That's in 20 memories, variance chaos draw, which is going to be strengthened. Which is, I can see that. After reading it a couple times, it only does a couple things. It's kind of like a watered down version of a lot of skills, a lot of the chaos draw, destiny draw that the other variants have. I wonder how they're strengthening it. It's generic use for all the variant emperors, so I guess it's gonna keep it generic, but have it more strengthened, basically. Sun God's Flare is gonna be changed as well, and Hard Rock Overture. I think that's a rush skill. Hello, man. Let's see how in 20 memories is going to be updated before. Okay. I think this is getting nerfed. That seems like it's getting nerfed. Okay. In the original version, it says reveal one Fall of Alabas or one monster that mentions it, and add 2 cards to Monk Ecclesia, Tribrigade, Spriggan, Sartzel, Ice Shade, and Brandon High Spirit from your deck to your hand. Then shuffle 1 card from your hand into the deck or send it to the graveyard. No, that seems like it's getting straightened. Because you don't have to send a card to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You get to keep the card in your hand. So this is a buff. Why does this say it's buff? We're strengthening it. This is a buff. So Entire Memories is getting buffed. You don't have to send a card from your hand to use its effect. The second effect. That's usually a Destiny draw kind of effect. To shuffle into the deck or send to the graveyard. But okay. Variance Chaos draw. See how it was strengthened. Except for the reveal, the level, the monster or spell card. It's during your main phase, either place 1 card on your hand, place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck, or send it to the graveyard. Oh, that's generic. It's super generic. During your main phase, either place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck, or send it to the graveyard. Then draw 2 cards. So they just made it, except for being semi-generic with just these qualifying cards, the 4, 5, 8, 9, or spell card, you can just use any card. They just made it even more generic than it already was. Sun God's Flare. During your turn, was added. And if you're let me read this. Sun God's Flare. The before version is like during your turn. Well, I'll read it. You cannot normal or special summon special summon from your deck any monster for divine beasts or aqua type monsters. During your turn, you cannot normal or special summon, excluding special summons from the extra deck, any monster except for divine beast or alpha type monsters. They just made it more generic. To say during your turn. During your turn. So when it's not your turn, you can special summon cards from the graveyard. Special summon different types of monsters. Normal or special summon different types of monsters. When it's not your turn. It's odd, but it's a buff. It's an odd buff. What they're thinking about that with that, and this last effect down here. If you control a divine beast monster or only your opponent controls a monster, set one. If you control a divine beast monster or only your opponent controls a monster. Let me see this. If you control a divine beast monster or if your opponent controls a monster. Oh, if only. So you can control a monster and still use the effect. So it gets two effects. Two new effects that buff it. You're able to special summon different types of monster, which when it's not your turn. And you can use the third effect while you control a monster. And your opponent controls a monster. They just made it easier to use. Except for just only you have the card. And now for the Rush Duel effect. Hard Rock Overture. The old version can be activated by sending one level 7 or lower, level 7 or 8 monster from your hand to the graveyard if all monsters in your constructed deck are light attribute fiend type monsters. This must be a Roa Cassidy skill. Place 2 level 8 monsters from your hand and or graveyard in face-up defense position from turn 2 onward. You can also add one level 8 monster from your graveyard to your hand. While a monster placed on the field using this effect is face up, it loses 1,000 defense points. And its battle position can only be changed by a card effect. This turn, you cannot attack directly using a monster that has his original level of 7 or higher. Okay, so with this one, it seems like there's a stipulation of the extra deck. Can be activated by sending one level 7 or 8 monster from your hand to the graveyard if all monsters in your constructed deck and extra deck are light attribute fiend type monsters. Are they even... Does Ro even have fusion monsters? Maybe. I don't know. I've only recently gotten more into Rush, so I don't know if he has any fusion monsters. Light attribute fiend type monsters. Place 2 level 7 or 8 monsters from your hand and your graveyard into the face-up defense position if it is turn 2 onward. So, level 7 or 8. The stipulation is except for 2 level 8 monsters, it's 2 level 7 or 8 monsters. While the monster is placed on the field as an effect, their battle position cannot be changed by card effect. They got rid of this effect by losing 1,000 defense. I guess you can put it in either face-up attack position or defense position. No, face-up defense position. In face-up defense position. So, it was always face-up defense position. In the defense position, its defense would be lowered. But in this time, they buffed it by allowing it to keep its defense points. I guess if you wanted to keep the monster on the field, it wouldn't be nerfed. And the last buff is this turn the monster with the original level of 7 or higher can attack directly only once. How can it attack directly if it's in a defensive position? I guess the other monsters, besides the level 7 or 8 monster that you just summoned in defensive position. Oh, you're adding one level 7 or 8 monster from your deck, from your graveyard to your hand. That's probably what one you're going to be summoning and attacking directly with. If it's possible for you to do so. This is just a setup for, like, tributes. I guess they're just setups for tributes if you... Tributes or, I'm guessing, fusion material. If there are like fiend attribute fusion monsters, I'll have to check that for a second. No, this is gonna make the video longer, but I'm curious about that now. Are there light attribute fiend type rush monsters? No, they're not. So, they're just restricting your extra deck. So you can't just summon fusion monsters from your extra deck by using that skill. Okay, that's it for this video. Johnny, see you guys next time. For our next skill rebalancing update. Bye.